All right, this is Obaid on behalf of V Electronics, and in this video, we'll be talking about slope and Y-intercept. Okay, now when it comes to slope and Y-intercept, it does have many applications such as renovation, construction, okay, product design, okay, 3D printing, for example. Okay, when you talk about renovation, this could be the stairs for your deck, okay, so on and so forth. All right, so. Let's go ahead and take an example over here. So we know that the equation for a line that has a slope looks something like this. Y equals mx plus b. This is usually a straight line, okay, rather than a parabola. Okay, you have a parabola over here. Okay, this is your coordinate. Okay, again, this is your straight line. Okay, so whenever you see the straight line going through the first and the third quadrant, for example, okay, that usually means that it has a slope, okay? So when it comes to a slope, okay, your slope is your m and your y-intercept is your b, okay? And these are your x and y coordinates, okay? So given 2 points on this line, let's say point A, okay, and point B, you can figure out the slope of the line, okay? Because all you have to do is figure out y2 minus y1. Okay, so let's say this is x2, okay, and y2. All right, and this one over here, this is x1 and y1. So given this line over here, all you have to do is figure out y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay, and this will give you your slope. So for example, okay, this point over here, let's say point 1, or point A, is 4 and 8. Okay, so 4 for x, 8 is your y. Okay, and point B, okay, let's say point B over here. Okay, this will be -4, okay, and -8. Okay, that's your point B. Okay, and this is your x2 and y2, for example. Okay, let's reverse this over here. Okay, so now what you're doing is finding the slope. So to find the slope, -8 minus 8 over -4 minus +4. Okay, so your slope, therefore slope, is equal to -16 over -8. Okay, which means this slope over here, this will be 2. Okay, so m equals 2. All right, so this is basically how you figure out your slope. All right, now, given this slope over here, you can also figure out your y-intercept. Okay, to do this, let's say this is y equals mx plus b. Okay, so if we go back to our slope is 2. So if m equals 2, y equals 2x plus b. And we know that one of the points is -4 and -8. Okay, so this is your x, this is your y. Okay, so we know that if we substitute this value into the equation, we'll get -8 equals 2 into negative 4, okay, plus b. Okay, so negative 8 equals negative 8 plus b. Okay, so b equals negative 8 plus 8, okay, because this goes on the other side, okay? So negative 8 plus 8, which means they'll cancel out, and your y-intercept will be 0, okay? So if you look at this line over here, it crosses through 0 on the y-intercept, okay? Let's say this is 0, 0, okay? All right, so your y-intercept is 0. Okay, so this is basically how you figure out your x and y-intercept, okay? Or this is how you figure out your slope and your y-intercept rather, okay? To figure out your x and y, let's say you have your x coordinate, okay? Let's say your x coordinate over here, okay? This is 4, okay? And you want to figure out your y coordinate for a point, okay? And let's say you know your slope. So your slope is 2, okay? So we know that our slope is 2 over here, m equals 2. And okay, your x, if we substitute this value over here, your x will be 4. Okay, plus b or y-intercept, which was 0. Okay, which means y equals 4 times 2, 8. Okay, we can go back and double check over here. So we knew that for point A, our x coordinate was 4. Okay, and y coordinate was 8. Okay, so this is how you double check. Okay, likewise, you can sub in any value for x and figure out your y. Okay, so if you sub in negative 4, for example, okay, this will be 2 into negative 4 plus 0. Okay, which means y equals negative 8. Okay, this will be your y coordinate. Okay, likewise, if you knew what your y was and you needed to figure out your x coordinate, you can sub in the value for y and figure out x. Okay, so let's take an example over here. Okay, so let's say you want to figure out what x is, and you know that y is 8. Okay, and your slope is 2, y-intercept is 0. So y equals mx plus b, okay, which means that y, which is 8, equals slope, which is 2. This is x plus b. Okay, so 8 equals 2x plus b. Okay, so we know that 8 is 2x plus b, so 8 equals, because b is 0, this will be 2x. Okay, so we know that 2x equals 8, so x will be 8 divided by 2, or 4. Okay, so 2 goes into 8 4 times, which means your x coordinate is 4 and your y coordinate is 8. And we can double check. Okay, so we know the x coordinate is 4. And for this x coordinate, your y coordinate is 8. Okay, so this is basically how you solve for x and y coordinates, as well as your slope and y-intercept, given a line on your quadrant. Okay, on behalf of V Electronics, this is Obey. Have yourself a great day.